I'd like to call the City Council meeting of August 24th to order at 6:30. Roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson. Here. Alderman Dash. Here. Alderman Morgan Adams. Here. Alderman Dolick.
Here.
Please stand for the pledge.
You forgot me, Cameron.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alderman Cameron.
I'm here too.
I'm sorry.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, approval of minutes. I need a motion to approve the July 27th, 2026 City Council regular meeting minutes.
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams. Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have no presentations tonight. Item 5, appointments, confirmation, and proclamations. Need a motion to appoint the city administrator, the assistant to the city administrator, and the management analyst as deputy local election officials for the April 2027 election.
So moved.
Second, Anderson.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? This is pretty standard every 4 years. Okay, no questions. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 6, public comments on agenda matters. Clerk? Joanna?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
No.
Anybody here want to speak about something that's on the agenda that didn't sign a piece of paper to do so? Just giving you a chance? No? Okay.
Got him. Yes.
Item 7, consent agenda. We don't have one tonight. So we'll go to item 8, no old business. Item 9, new business.
Item 9A tonight is waiver of first reading of ordinance O2623, staff memo and ordinance for PCBA case number 26-08, MA map amendments and rezoning. This is the first reading.
This is a request for the waiver of the first reading. We need a motion to approve.
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Dan, you want to tell us about this a little bit?
Patrick, can we get the plat of annexation up? I've got it there. But real quickly, a couple weeks ago, the council approved an agreement to annex territory from the village of Wheeling, and they agreed to we gave territory to them. That is shown in the upper corner. The big large triangle is the parcel, so the boundary line for the city limits on the north end will change, come across, jut up across the runway 624, which will be part of the Sky Harbor development, come back down. Then the little triangle is what we annexed the Wheeling, then it'll come across. So this is just reflecting the new territory, the new boundary, which was then approved. That territory then had to be rezoned to B3 airport property because it was previously Wheeling zone property. So that was the first issue, and that's what this represents. That's it.
Any
Thank you.
questions?
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Alderman Dash.
Alderman Dash.
Got it? All right. Item B.
Item B is O2623, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-08, MA map amendment and rezoning, and this is the second reading.
This is the second reading. We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Anybody change their mind on questions? If not, roll call, please.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson. Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9C is waiver of first reading for O2624, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-09, SU special use permit for airport use. This is a first reading.
This is a request for the waiver of the first reading, so we need a motion to approve.
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Dan?
So now that we have the new territory from, we annexed into town, and the former Ramada Inn property, which was re-subdivided a year ago, part of that lot too are outside of the airport and did not have airport approval. So the applicant, Mr. Annan for Sky Harbor, requested that those two parcels be incorporated as a special use for airport use. And that was unanimously approved, or recommended for approval.
Any questions from the council? No? Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson. Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9D is O2624, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-09, SU special use permit for airport use, and this is the second reading.
This is the second reading for ordinance O2624. We need a motion to approve.
So moved, Anderson.
Second, Cameron.
A motion and a second. Anybody change their mind with questions? If not, roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9E tonight is waiver of first reading for O2625, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-10, variations for the front yard and building height, and this is the first reading.
So waiver request of the first reading for ordinance O2625. Dan?
So,
Oh, before we do that, motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Dan?
all right. On the screen is the proposed layout and site plan of the hangar project for Sky Harbor. And at the upper right where the blue boxes are, that's configures the new property lines. So the north edge of hangar D and is on the Wheeling side of the parking lot, but the property lines, the municipal boundaries separate the two hangars on the east. And so therefore, the zoning code needed a variation, the project needed a variation to reduce the 60-foot front yard setback to 0. So therefore, that was that request. The second request is on the lower right-hand corner. That was requested, but we determined, the zoning board determined that that front yard setback where the lower driveway was not necessary. So that's why that's not on the agenda. And then the height variation is the city has a 35-foot height requirement for maximum building height in the B3 district. For these hangars, they needed a 48 feet 6 inch height requirement, so variation was requested and recommended unanimously for approval.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
None? Roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9F is O2625, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-10, variations for front yard and building height, and this is the second reading.
This is the second reading for ordinance O2625. We need a motion to approve.
So moved, Anderson.
Second, Cameron.
We have a motion and a second. Last chance for questions. Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson. Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9G is waiver of first reading for O2626, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-13, variation for flood control compensatory storage, and this is a first reading.
This is a waiver request of the first reading for O2626. We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Dan?
Thank you very much. Up on the screen is the overall layout of the airport property. The red rectangle is the development area for the Sky Harbor project. Previously, our ordinance requires a 1.5 to 1.1 replacement of comp storage for any development in the regulated flood zone. About 2 months ago, City Council allowed this to become an approved variation, and engineering analysis shows that at the airport on the east side that it's allowable and would not have any negative impacts to the overland and flood zones by allowing a reduction if a variation is requested. The applicant did prove that up. The city engineer did review it and says that the plan would work and meet the MWD standards to a 1.1 comp storage requirement. So the shaded yellow areas are all the areas on the airport that Sky Harbor is utilizing to make up their comp storage. So again, this was discussed, engineered, reviewed, and recommended approval, and the ZBA recommended unanimously approval of this comp storage variation.
Any questions? None? Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9H is O2626, staff memo and ordinance for PZBA case number 26-13, variation for flood control compensatory storage, and this is the second reading.
This is the second reading for O2626. Need a motion to approve.
So moved, Anderson.
Second, Cameron.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions?
No.
Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9I is waiver of first reading for O2627, staff memo and ordinance approving the sale of surplus property for a 2017 Ford Explorer, VIN number 1FM5K8AR2HG B82729, and 2019 Chevy Tahoe, VIN number 1GNSKFKC5KR370119. And this is a first reading.
This is a waiver request of the first reading for O2627. We need a motion to approve.
So moved. A second?
We have a motion and a second. Mark?
Yes, sir. Thank you. One vehicle is retiring a police DEA use Tahoe that is beyond its value to repair. And the second one is our old code enforcement vehicle, which was a retired squad car that we repurposed for the past probably 5 or 6 years in using it here at City Hall. Another vehicle that needs more work than it's worth putting into it. So it's a good time for replacement for these vehicles. That's it.
Any questions?
No.
No. Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Motion passes.
9J tonight is O2627, staff memo and ordinance approving the sale of surplus vehicle for 2017 Ford Explorer, VIN number 1FM5K8AR2HGB82729, and 2019 Chevy Tahoe, VIN number 1GNSKFKC5KR370119. This is the second reading.
This is the second reading for ordinance O2627. If there's no questions, anybody?
No.
Roll call, please.
We need a motion.
No, we need a
So
motion.
moved, Anderson.
Second,
Trying
Cameron.
to go too fast. We have a motion and a second. Any questions?
No.
Roll call.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9K is R2634, staff memo and resolution for PZBA case number 26-14, Sky Harbor Hangars, plat of re-subdivision.
We need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Dan?
Up on the screen for everyone is the new subdivision of the Sky Harbor Hangars territory. It's approximately 16 acres. Most of it will be for stormwater management and control, with the hangars as shown in that picture. So it takes part of the previous Sky Harbor Aviation Plaza subdivision and then incorporates the new territory, takes annexed by Sun's Village of Wheeling and some other airport territory, which makes up the new lease area for the airport. And then again, was recommended approval for preliminary, for subdivision and preliminary development.
Any questions for Dan? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Motion is approved.
Item 9L is R2635, staff memo and resolution authorizing design engineering service agreement with Ewalt Hamilton Associates, Inc. for the 2027 road program in the amount of $125,000, subject to city attorney approval.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved, Anderson.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Mark?
Nothing special on that.
Nothing special? Nothing sexy about a engineering service agreement?
If I just might, this is the first year of, as everyone knows, we passed the road bond for a 4-year road program. So this is the design and engineering services for the first of the 4 years.
Okay. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9M is R2636, staff memo and resolution approving local funding commitment of motor fuel tax funds for Willow Road FCP not to exceed $247,500.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved. Morgan Adams?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Anything, Mark?
Yes, sir, this is the Willow Road project. We've been working with Cook County for years and years on it, and there's been some adjustments to the design. This is to put our piece of the pie for that project. We're getting there.
Is this still based on engineering estimated amounts, or is this,
It is.
okay,
The most recent,
Yeah.
with the changes that Cook County.
after all the changes have been approved?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone seems to be on board from county and their geo analysts. So we're getting one step closer where everyone's trying to figure out the final dime now, which is a good spot to be in.
Okay. All right, any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9N is R2637, staff memo and resolution approving the inducement related to possible adoption of a tax increment financing for the city of Prospect Heights East Side Commercial TIF District.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved. Cameron? Second?
We have a motion and a second. Peter?
This resolution is a preemptive resolution for a possible adoption of a TIF on the city's east side. This inducement resolution would allow the city to use proceeds from the TIF for possible redevelopment. It also gives the city the ability to enter into redevelopment agreements with potential development parties, either currently owning a property or future owners of property. So this gives the city the ability to use TIF funds.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item 9O is R2638, staff memo and resolution supporting a 7B tax incentive application to be submitted to Cook County by Plum Creek of Northbrook LLC for the property located at 2875 Milwaukee Avenue.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved, Morgan Adams.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Peter?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Prospect Heights was approached by the owner of 2875 Milwaukee Avenue, who is in the audience today, with an application to Cook County for a 7B tax incentive. 7B tax incentive is a 12-year, if memory serves me correctly, length of time in which their property tax are reduced. I believe it's 50%, and then it goes down to 40%, 30%, 20%, to give them an opportunity to redevelop that parcel or that property. The council may know, and the public, this is the Crown Plaza Hotel. The Crown Plaza Hotel has not operated for a hotel for approximately 2 years now. This is in our this is in our tourism district, which is a revenue generator for the city. We want this property to be a viable hotel, and we believe supporting this 7B tax incentive application by the current owner will help him in doing so and redeveloping that property so that it is a viable hotel use.
Any questions?
Does
Go ahead.
that mean the current owner has an interest in developing it as a hotel?
The current owner is here, Paul Kahan, if you want to speak to that.
You want to come up, Paul?
He is the applicant for the 7B application.
For the record, my name is Freddie Gustin. I'm the attorney on behalf of the owner, Paul Kana, who is here with me right now. So Paul is the owner of the current property, which is the hotel.
So the hotel has not been open for a number of years, and you purchased it. So now you're hoping to get a tax break, so to speak, which, you know, I would be in favor of. But you want to operate it as a hotel.
After it's renovated, it will be operated as a hotel.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're going to put some money into it and operate it as a hotel?
that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see that, actually. How's that?
Very good.
Okay.
Any other questions? Wendy?
Do you have any, can you tell us specifically what you're doing with it, or who you're involved with in terms of developing it?
We're working on it right now to see the options, but we potentially would make the smaller building as a regular hotel and the taller building as extended stay.
As a what?
Extended stay.
A dual use.
Dual use.
All under the same flag?
Yep.
Okay. And how quickly would that move?
Once we get approval from Marriott, it would take about 6 months for the renovation.
Okay.
6 months for the entire renovation of the hotel?
Well, part of it will be
We'll
6
open
months.
part of it
Yeah.
and continue with renovating the rest of it.
In the hotel itself side, how many rooms are we talking there?
I have the count, so we're looking at total 260 rooms.
Including the extended stay?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought there was under 300 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this would be a Marriott hotel?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Any other questions?
Not this time.
All right. Roll call.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Item 10, staff elected officials and commission reports. I will start with the July financial report by Assistant Finance Director Tannehill.
Thank you, Mayor and council members. I'd like to present the financial report for July 31st, 2026. We're 3 months into our budget. The city's financial position is generally tracking appropriately against the adopted budget. We have several major revenue sources that are exceeding our budgeted expectations, which are income taxes, video gaming tax, interest income, and other related taxes in the tourism fund and places for eating. While our expenditures are below or at expectations. Some items that came in through the month, we got the Glenview Allstate IGA payment of $280,000 came in July. Also, the city received a $21,000 grant for the police department for body-worn cameras. Our solid waste revenue has, they've come up to date as of August, with May and June payments coming in. July should be coming in shortly. Our water and sewer fund, our revenues are budget expectations, while the budget expenses are below because equipment and improvement costs have not been incurred yet. So overall, we're right at budget expectations and consistent in the revenue and expenditure side. On the collection front, our sewer collections, we did post some addresses in the newsletter last month. We received so far about $2,400 come in from those postings. And we also this week, we're supposed to be getting another $2,800 in on 2 properties that had been outstanding for a long time. We did issue a red sticker on 2 houses in town, delinquent notices. From those red stickers, we did receive the funding on those. So that has worked on that. Our places for eating tax, everybody is current up through June of '26. We still have July rolling in since it's August 24th. They have to the 20th of August. Sometimes the mailings are a little late coming in, so we'll be okay. I think we're okay. I think about more than half have submitted their places for eating tax, and we're still waiting on a few others. The hotel tax businesses have paid through June. We're all good there. And the same thing, we've had about half respond for their July, and we still got some rolling in right there. So if you have any questions, hopefully I can be able to answer them for you.
Any questions? I have one.
Yeah.
I know this is the first year that the use tax is split between the sales tax and use tax, because the state changed the calculation on how they do that. Does that explain that discrepancy in the use taxes being higher, or is that for some reason higher?
I think I was looking into that, and I can't figure it out how the state is figuring that number. There's a lot of towns are having the same issues with a higher percentage coming in. I think maybe it could have been just our budgeting estimates at the time during budget, because we were going off of last year's totals and figured it was going to carry into this year. So maybe the percentage has changed in the amount of money coming in. But I'll look at it and let you know, Mayor.
It's on a per capita, like...
It is on a per capita.
It is on a per...
Yeah.
So it should be pretty straightforward.
It should be straightforward.
But they're sending...
Depending how the state, yeah. Okay. So I'll find it out, I'll let you know.
All right. All right, thank you. So on the left with staff?
No, I don't have it.
No report.
Nothing? Peter?
No report, sir.
Dan?
Couple good news items. Last week, we issued the certificate of occupancy and Atmosphere Tattoo open for business. And so they're running up. Across the parking lot, the Baltic House should be ready for their final inspection tomorrow, and with the possible weekend opening. So good news on that. And the third business-related news is there was a little shop out in the mall on North Elmhurst that had the fire a couple of years ago. We've got a new barber shop that's going into the mall right there by Metro PC. So that's good on the business front. On the zoning code, proud to and happy to announce that Michael Blue and I have gone through 9 of the 11 chapters and have them in draft form, and starting in September we'll be rolling them out to the ZBA for review. We will be having open discussions on that. There will be a public open house at some point this winter before we go to the hearing process to adopt the recommended changes that will be coming forward. So I'll keep everybody abreast. It's been a longer project than expected, but we're getting to that point of rolling it out. So be on the lookout. We're going to have a new looking zoning code. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Mark?
Yes, sir, thank you. Just a couple things. I had a meeting this morning with MWRD and Michaels out on the Wolf Road project. They expect to be completed in 4 weeks. That's completed with the road work, picking up barricades, restoration, and everything. So they're making good progress. And just for information, I talked to a few residents in the last few weeks about what they're doing out there. They're relining a sewer pipe and fixing manholes, but in the main intersection at Old Willow Road and Wolf, the manhole that they're working in goes down into a chamber about 10 foot by 10 foot. Then there's a hallway to another chamber about the same side, and then there's a 40-foot pipe that goes straight down to another chamber. So if you want to think of the old Mario Brothers games or the thing like that, these guys are literally going chamber to chamber, and they're fixing, they've cleaned all the walls and they're coating them basically with like a fiberglass mesh to keep the integrity of these holes. So what looks like just a hole on the surface and a bunch of guys standing around doing nothing, there's a lot going on underneath with these massive drops, and they all connect to the 6-foot massive collector pipe that is full of sewage. So when you see them working out of their holes, they're actually shutting off that sewage flow in spots to clean a hole, work on it, then let it flow again, or overland piping it. So there's a whole lot going on underneath. I guess I didn't realize the different rooms in the chambers were as large as they were until this morning. They wouldn't let me go on a tour down there either. I was kind of hoping for it, but so that's what's happening out there. That's why it's taken so long. But they are in progress, and there is an end of the line in sight. Other aspects going on this week are we have Chicagoland Paving coming out to hot patch some locations across the town that we just can't fix with cold patch to get us through the next season. We have some areas that are really in poor shape. This isn't part of the road bond. It's part of what we do each year just to keep the roads in place as we work towards our road bond project next year. This will include a spot in Rob Roy where we had a water main break earlier in the year, and another spot in the Villas where we had a water main break. So those 2 spots will get cleared up by the end of the week. And lastly, Levy 37 closure structure work, which you've seen on the frontage road for Palatine Express lanes by Milwaukee and Palatine. It's still underway. They're still shooting at a fall date. At this point, they're on schedule and progressing very well. So that is a big dig over there to that 54-inch stormwater pipe. So they're on target, which is nice to see. That's the big stuff this week, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. 2 questions. In front of Harper, I saw that they replaced a section of sidewalk, and it looks like they're prepping to do some work on the grass and that. Is that the sewer project, or is that the parking lot project?
So that's the Harper project. Dan, you want to?
That's part of the finishing for the Harper project. If you've driven by there, they've put in a large parking area to the north and east. They've done some other work to support their truck driving school in that area, and then provide more additional parking up in front for students.
But it seemed like they did something with that sidewalk and the right-of-way up there that kind of Michael's screwed up a little bit.
Yes. Where Michael's was working, they were supposed to do restoration in that same area. Harper came in and redid both the entry and exits. They took probably about 20 or more squares of our sidewalk that we just finished 2 years ago out to make the changes of the pitch in the landscape to make it all ADA accessible. Right. And then they picked up the landscaping that Michael's had destroyed. So they benefited that a little bit. Harper, they're doing a great job with it. They're getting near their topsoil leveling right now. And the other thing that you'll see is they did change the flow of traffic southbound on Wolf Road, where when you're coming south past Palatine Road, it was always merged to the left as the lane ended by FedEx. They have now shifted it to merge to the right and made the center a turn lane to make it safer for ingress and egress. And
I ended up on that today and thought something was wrong with me. It's like, what am I doing?
Yep.
It's a turning lane now.
They restriped it all, and they put a temporary sign saying the merge is to the right now instead of to the left.
Okay.
Waiting for their official signs to go up.
All right. And then the other thing, too, I had somebody ask me about Andover. They've got the piles of gravel, or...
Yes, sir. Derbyshire.
Derbyshire, yes.
Yes, sir. IDOT
Did they call you first?
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I reached out to them, and their guy running it and I have a good relationship-ish. They are removing that. They said by the end of this week is their plan. If our road is damaged, they'll be resurfacing our entire roadway where those machines and that equipment's been working. We had a real round and round with it, and their contractor needed a place to put it and thought that 80 feet of our roadway was a good place to do it without our approval.
And they got to pick all the rocks out of the grass along the side of the road.
Correct. And then the prior street on Essex, down there, they had vehicles parked on the soft shoulder, which he said is the parkway, and I said that's still someone's front yard that's been mowing it. So they're going to be fixing that also.
All right.
It wasn't a good day for IDOT when that call.
All right, thank you.
This person's permission.
I
can't say that all the words in the conversation.
Chief?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to recognize a lot of people that made this year's summer outreach program possible as we did wrap it up. 3 trips were put on this year as part of our outreach program, which is the program that takes children, mostly from the east side, to various trips. This year, we took them to the Harper College, Prospect Heights Park District Pool, River Trails Park District Pool, and the Chicago Fire Game, and Camp Duncan. Approximately over 150 kids were taken on these trips, all combined, that got to enjoy these various field trips with our police department staff. A big thank you to our entire police department, police and civilian staff, crime prevention unit especially, that's who puts on and organizes these trips. Social services, our lovely police department volunteers, and Omni staff that partnered with us. And lastly, to all the community partners who continuously donate to this program every year to make it possible. We wrapped up the summer with our backpack giveaway event, which is held on the east side at the park. Over 35 community partners showed out for the community, and over 850 backpacks were given to students getting ready to go back to school. Another successful event that had food trucks, various crafts, and various community partners out there offering services. I don't believe that I had an opportunity to talk about this, but I do want to highlight our investigations division. The fatal hit and run that occurred on May 3rd near the Chicago Executive Airport, that case has been charged, and the offender, Jeanette Dominguez Urbina, 33 years of age, of Hoffman Estates, was charged with a felony, leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death, driving on a suspended license, and additional traffic-related offenses. This was a gentleman from Love Drive, Wimbledon Circle area, Piper Lane area, that was walking along the roadway when he was struck by this vehicle. He ultimately died. The accident resulted in his death, and this offender fled the scene. She has been arrested, charged, and at her last court date, she was held in custody pending her next court hearing coming up in a couple days. But I honestly, I got to say, I'm very impressed by the staff, all of our police department, all of the partners we worked with to identify this offender, and we had her identified within hours of this incident, given everybody working around the clock. It did take some time to charge this lady, given everything that was required from us by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, but nonetheless, all the work that was put in was tremendous. And I want to highlight especially our investigations division, but everyone involved, and it was all hands on deck, as I mentioned. Another success story, recently, within the last month, we were alerted to a case of a missing, endangered elderly male out of a different jurisdiction. Our officers utilized license plate reader technology to locate his vehicle, and located him in Prospect Heights, ultimately reuniting him with his family. He had been driving around for over 12 hours. He was suffering from Alzheimer's and did not know where he was traveling. He ended up leaving his home in a different jurisdiction and just didn't know how to get back. And so it was a relief, to say the least, when we reunited him with his family, and we were able to utilize technology in a very good way and proactive patrols to find this gentleman. Lastly, I'd want to cover gaming machine establishment burglaries. It's no secret that the northwest suburbs have become victim to a lot of these property crimes, if you will, but there are crews, burglary crews, coming out largely out of the city and are burglarizing establishments that have gaming machines inside of them. We have identified a 2 to 3 hour window of when they are committing these burglaries along major corridors such as Rand, Milwaukee Avenue, Elmhurst, Route 83. And so we have directed patrols to all of our establishments after hours when they close, directing our officers to patrol those areas to the best of their abilities, given that there are no 911 calls that they have to respond to. The city has partnered, the police department partnered up with the city officials and sent letters suggesting to all of these business owners to install metal shutters, metal window screens to proactively detract these criminals from burglarizing these establishments. To my knowledge, so far, one establishment in Prospect Heights has done this proactive approach. The building department, Mr. Peterson, will bring this idea up again during his annual visits to these establishments. We are trying a number of tactics with utilizing older police vehicles and setting them at establishments. These crews come in 30 seconds to a minute, to under a minute. They break the glass doors, they make entry, they use sledgehammers, and they break the cash boxes out of the machines, and they are gone within a minute. Within the past 2 weeks, one of our patrol officers, one of our corporals, was patrolling our establishments and ended up encountering one of these crews. It ultimately ended up in a high speed, not a chase, but the offending vehicle fled out of the area at high speeds, at what point the supervisor terminated and did not allow the officer to pursue, given that it was a property crime and the risk versus the reward is much greater. It's happening all over. There isn't a clear answer as to how to stop them. Municipalities are resorting to stop sticks, but those work when you have the vehicle identified or when you intercept the vehicle. In my opinion, the easiest way to limit these burglaries is to install the metal screens and shutters, which we're going to try again to lean on the owners to install those and potentially limit these crimes. There's all I have.
All right. Anything with the state, I don't think has passed any new, the governor hasn't signed the new e-bike bills yet.
January 1st, 2027, the new e-bike state laws go into effect. I have been discussing with Mr. Falcone and our city's legal team to abbreviate our city ordinance policy to mirror that of state law when it becomes available, but we have that scheduled for later in the fall of this year.
You think other towns, you think that's going to happen? Will there be a unified definition of use and on those e-bikes throughout the towns around us, or?
I don't know. To my understanding, us being a home rule community, we have to match state law, while home rule, to us being non-home rule community, we have to match state law. Home rule communities can make their punishments stronger, and so it depends on how much of a concern e-bikes are for their areas. They are a major concern for everywhere, given the number of them and their reluctance to follow laws and ordinances. I don't know. I can't be too certain on that answer, sir.
I don't want to speak, I can't speak for the chief and the meetings he's had with other chiefs, but I know the managers that have met, and we've even met with Julie Morrison at one point, State Senator Julie Morrison on the east side. Everybody, and all the home rule units, they're looking for something from the state because they don't want a patchwork hodgepodge,
Right.
where Arlington Heights has one, Mount Prospect has another.
Yeah.
So just from the initial conversations the managers have been having, the cities are looking to the state to come up with something that everyone can adopt. So will there be outliers? It's very possible, but I think everyone's just looking for to put the state's recommendations in play. This way, it's a consistent, uniform approach to the problem, because it is a problem.
Right, and the concern I've heard from people is you have a kid that could live in Wheeling, pass through Prospect Heights to end up at school at Hersey and Arlington Heights, in a very short ride.
course.
And now you got 3 different,
Jurisdictions.
jurisdictions with different rules on their use on sidewalks and whatnot. So hopefully there's a unified approach.
Hopefully.
So, okay. Elected officials on my right, Danielle? Matt?
Just real quick, I just wanted to comment. Mark's report is good news for us East Siders, both Harper College and the sewer project. So I'll be able to answer some additional questions as they come in, so I appreciate the report. I also noticed some pavement markings and a big orange barrel in front of some nasty potholes on Wolf Road in front of Ascot Meats, I think it is. And I know that's not a Prospect Heights road, but it looks like they're going to take care of those, so that.
But it looks like my work, doesn't it? Yes, sir. That was placed by myself. I marked the pavement. I reached out to IDOT twice. In front of the Armanettis, right at their border on the north end, the manhole is actually collapsing around the ring, so there's sinkholes in the roadway. And then just north of that, about 80 feet, is a continuous pothole problem. So that's been marked off also. The barrel was put in the roadway to highlight, we don't want to have motorcycle traffic or people on bicycles hit those potholes in there because there's not a bottom to it. It goes into the manhole. They're very small, but still you could put a foot into it. So
that's being addressed.
IDOT has been notified a few times on that, and we got to give them a little time in between our escalations.
So again, good news, so thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Wendy?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Anybody on this side?
Yeah, speaking of potholes, I called in to the pothole that as you enter in off of 83 into that shopping center and then veer towards the post office, there's a huge pothole there. And then as you continue the drive behind Deli for You, there's a big pothole in that area as well. I mean, these are large potholes.
I will take a look.
Thank you, that's all.
Anybody else?
I will take a look.
No.
Anything, Joanna?
No, thank you.
I don't have anything either. Okay, item 11, approval of warrants.
There we go. All right. The total of the warrants was $589,631.13. We had a August 7th, 2026 payroll amount excuse me, totaling $212,060.33. We had a few manual checks, one for $40,360, another one for $39,349. That was towards 2 2026 Dodge Durango PPVs, one going to the police department, the other one to the building department, and then a manual check in the amount of $750 to the law offices of John F. Fiotti, the July education amount here. So the total warrant totaled $882,150.46 for council's approval tonight. Please.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved, Anderson.
Second, Morgan Adams.
Motion and a second. Any questions on it? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Anderson.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Morgan Adams.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 12, public comment on non-agenda matters. Anybody turn anything in? Joanna?
No slips.
No slips?
But there may-
Anybody have any comments on non-agenda? Come on up.
The last time I was here, you were my alderman.
Yeah.
Nick Helmer was the mayor, and we had a bad pipe in the 408 Dorset where I live.
Yeah, please state your name first.
John Anda, 408 Dorset. Daniel Dash is my alderman now. We have a continuous water problem, and Mark Roscoe is aware of it. I want to show you something I did here just to validate my current concern. First Tuesday in August, we had a heavy rain. I had some tracing dye. I poured it in the rear catch basin of the yard.
Please stay by the microphone, because otherwise people can't hear you.
Something, which is 160 feet from my catch basin in the basement of the house. So from one catch basin to the other. So I poured in the tracing dye skies opened up, and went down to the basement. 30 minutes later, you can see this changing from what was previously gone in there. And 30 minutes later, you can see the flood waters open up and it's red. So 160 feet, 30 minutes, and it wasn't seepage. That catch basin filled up in less than 60 seconds. So there's the pipe that runs from the back of the yard to the front of the yard, which connects to the culverts, is broken. And it's been causing problems, 2 flooded basements. The neighbors are aware of the problem, they support this issue. This has been going on for years. And the last time I was here, they talked about a quadrennial relook at the whole project, and talking to Mark just a little while ago, he says they do have new drawings and they are going to do something down the road. If I am not there, when the basement, if we were to lose power, the basement's going to flood, because that's how fast that catch basin fills up. There's a broken pipe, and the pipe is the only egress for Marion Street, our backyards, that would get out to the Dorset Street and work its way over to the creek. And we need to replace that pipe. It's about a $7,000 project. It's been going on for many years. Our electric bill reflects the cost of this. Our sump pumps run continuously, and it's not necessary. And of all the things that we spend money on in the city, this is something that needs to be fixed, and it can be fixed in one day with the replacement of those pipes. It's what we're here for. We want to get on the agenda as an official problem, work with Mark, and let's get this fixed. You know, we can't go out of town. You know, we could put a backup power supply there, but they fail. And the basement's going to flood again. I've been through this twice already. So the last time it was $17,000 for replacing all the carpet, taking the tables, the pool table out and all that. It was a big pain. And the neighbors rely on this. Marion Street's got no other drain but through our yard and out to the Dorset. And once it reaches Dorset culverts, it does flow good. So we got a bottom up right there, and I don't think it's a hard fix. So I want to work with Mark to get this on as an official agenda item, and let's get it fixed.
All right, thank you.
So how do we do that?
Lots of, you got to remember, you are on the most common, well, besides stop signs, the most common topic in Prospect Heights is flooding. I mean, if every person whose basement flooded when it rained a lot was in here, we'd have to have 2 meetings. I mean, it's very common. I'm not minimizing your issue, but we have to figure out policy-wise, if we do this, and there's 400 other ones that need, you know, something done, how do we do that? How do we address the whole city and anybody who's got an issue with that?
Well,
you asked me, I'm just telling you, we can't debate it. I'll stay after the meeting and talk to you for an hour if you want about it, but we can't do it here. It's just the way the meeting works.
We just want to get on the agenda and get this worked out.
But it's on an agenda item. You don't work it out at the city council meeting. It's something that's done at staff level outside of meetings. So I'll talk to you after the meeting for as long as you want about this, and we'll figure out what to do.
So where do we go from here?
We'll figure that out after the meeting.
After the meeting?
Yep. All right. Thank you. Anybody else? No? Last chance. No? All right, a lot of people here. We don't usually have this many people here. Usually nobody's here, so it's like I'm expecting everybody to have something. Nobody's got a stop sign issue, or no?
Please come forward.
All right, I asked. Item 13, executive session. We don't have one today, so there's no action required on that executive session. So we'll go to item 15, adjournment. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Anderson.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. We're adjourned.